Hey y'all, welcome to another week. It's we're backstage at Bluebird. I am Johnny Ellis. With me, as always, is my co-host Andrew Jones.
Oh, it's been a late shift.
It has been a late shift.
We're just we're finishing off another week,
and we are finishing
it's
off
been
the
nice
half
with the
season.
we've half a season. Is that right? Half season or mid-season break?
Mid-season break.
Mid-season.
We're finishing off the mid-season. Yeah.
So they got 8 up front.
Yep.
So they get back 9, back 11.
11, I'd say.
22.
Yeah, I think there's 22.
Okay, so that's 21 episodes. They got back 13.
Oh right. Unlucky for some, but not here.
Hey, not for
ABC's
Nashville.
So we are talking season 1, episode 8, Where He Leads Me. And hey, have a guess. Do you know where the title Where He Leads Me comes from?
Well, I'm assuming it's from a woman who was led by a man somewhere, and so it must be some sort of famous murderer, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Nope. I was going to say close, but not. No, not even close.
Ed Gein.
It is from a Hank Williams song, which I have got no
Charles
information
Manson was
on
a singer and a murderer. We'll see one of those.
There doesn't seem to be a Wikipedia page for it, which is where I usually get my my song details from.
Did you listen to the song in preparation?
I did. It sounds good. I mean,
did you put it on the jukebox so we can all listen to it at the Bluebird this week?
Yes, of course.
I must have missed it, or it just faded in the
I've
background.
only just put it into the jukebox so we can listen to it afterwards. We've watched the episode.
That's useful.
I think it is. So yeah, this is season 1, episode 8, Where He Leads Me, directed by Wendy Stansler. It's the only episode she directed. She's directed 8 episodes of Arrow,
right,
an episode of Orange Is the New Black and Glow, 2 episodes of The Tick, 4 episodes of Parks and Rec.
I like The Tick.
Yeah, and you like Parks and Rec, so
I like Parks and Rec, but I really like The Tick. The Tick's a nice show, and there's some nice people on there, and it should have got more. And Amazon are a bad company for what they did.
Yeah. So yeah, directed by Wendy Stansler, written by Jason George. It's his first of 2 episodes. He's also written Narcos. He created Into the Night.
Into the Night. That's James Corden, Anna Kendrick, Meryl Streep.
No, that's Into the Woods.
Into the Night
is. I keep wanting to say Marwan Rizwan because I'm in Taskmaster mode. Who is
Taskmaster, the show that they aired on Comedy Central for a couple of weeks, and then they tried to air it on the CW one week earlier this year.
Yeah,
because we're in America, we're in Nashville, we're in the Bluebird. That's what we know.
We are indeed. We are backstage at the Bluebird. Into the Night. I'm trying to remember the guy. Into the Night.
Into the Night. Sounds kind of like a Metallica thing. Gripping your pillow tight. It's Enter Sandman. I'm doing Enter Sandman. Boo da boo da boo, boo da boo boo, boo da boo 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 da boo da boo, shaboo.
Boo da boo da boo. Sound
Ooby Halloween.
School beef.
School beef. Anybody got buckle, haven't you?
For some reason I thought it's I don't know who I was thinking of, but it's not him. It's Laurent Capeluto, Pauline Etienne.
She comes there.
So yeah, he created that show. He also wrote. He's written The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared, which is due out. It's in production.
Well, I think you'll find it's not just due out. It's currently available on streaming services for the last 5 years.
This is a new version, an American version, I imagine. Do you know who's going to be in this? Have you heard about this?
So, is it Paul Giamatti with old age makeup?
No.
Oh, everything is going wrong. I'm playing old man. They don't need old age income. They just said, roll
Why does he
yourself
have to come
in
into
some
this
bubble.
podcast?
Right.
Leave him back. Honestly.
Hey, you use your luck down to create 5 new wrinkles. Use them.
We're closed.
Die. Can't even get laid and rested in Nashville.
Will Ferrell is apparently going to be in the 100-year-old man who climbed out the window and disappeared.
Well, that went for Downhill, so you know.
Yeah.
Remember when Downhill was going to be Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Jason Alexander? That was going to be such a great, yes, perfect. Those two have the right energy for this.
I've still seen neither version, and I've seen
I
haven't seen the old version.
Downhill for an hour and 20 minutes, too long.
Yeah.
Terrible film.
Well, hey, let's get into the episode. So we have we've just come off stage from the Ryman Auditorium.
Oh, it was so good, though.
It was a lot more fun than Raina thought. And Bucky says, "I couldn't top it if you tried," which is, I think they could if they really tried.
No, I think that's the end of her career.
that's that. Well, Edge Hill Records are going to release it as a live single.
Yeah, go for Ed Sheeran.
And they're agreeing to the new album from Raina.
Yeah, so it's all looking good.
Yeah.
Cool. Raina has no drama left in her life. She is like Mary J. Blige.
And Liam is welcomed into Edge Hill.
That's the point. Liam is really giving the old the hi-hat here, but in a good way. Good hi-hat.
Now, one thing I noticed in this scene, as Liam, Teddy comes in and kind of says to Raina, let's not have champagne here, let's go home, and it's like, I need to talk to you.
Hang out with the girls.
But before they're left alone, Liam leaves the room and he gives her a flower. And he calls her my love. Do you think anything's going to happen with that?
No, I think it's just a very charming guy.
I don't know. I felt a very strong vibe of I'm here to steal your woman at some point soon.
I just felt like he's a charmer.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see ulterior motives here. Well, now we're back home with Teddy and Raina, and he's told her about the photographs, the photos that Coleman is threatening to release of him and Peggy.
Peggy.
Well, Peggy signed a prenup with her husband, and she's scared that her husband's going to leave her. But Raina just doesn't understand why Coleman would do this. He wouldn't stoop so low. That's not a Coleman thing. It's a daddy thing. First mention of daddy already. So, meanwhile, we're at the next morning. We are at Juliet's
epic locale.
She's got all these flowers at her home. Loads of congratulations messages, and
it's do you remember in Saving Mr. Banks?
Yeah.
After Emma Thompson's dropped off by who's that guy who played the limo driver?
Oh no, I don't remember that. Nope, I don't remember
that. It's me.
We locked the doors. That's good.
Oh no! I left my wallet in there. I got no money left.
You've seen the documentary for Bluebird. You know the rule for Bluebird.
I know. Unless you're doing a podcast. I drop my trousers and I take a dance. How's this?
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Let's close the blinds. Anyway,
it's just when Emma Thompson goes into the room and it's covered in Disney materials.
Mate, yeah. Yeah. Well, Juliet doesn't want flowers. She wants her tour back. She's on the phone to her manager saying, I want the tour back. Surely I've proven myself by now. But nothing is happening yet. But then she gets another call come through. Mum's Rehab is the caller ID, which she ignores and says there's nobody. But now Sean's turned up, and he's got the Tennessean. He's out running. He's training. He's popped by to see Juliet because he really likes Juliet. I don't know if you knew that.
Wait,
He's got the Tennessean that's praising last night's performance.
Does it? What does it
yeah.
say?
I can't remember what the headline was now, but everyone's like talking about this.
So that's the kind of information I'd like you to have on hand.
I
please.
know. I do apologise. I'll do better next week. Well, Sean is still set on no sex till marriage. It's just how his parents raised him.
We should note there is no sex in the champagne room. Just information there.
Well, that's just how his parents raised him. So why doesn't Juliet meet his parents? Why doesn't she meet his parents at church tomorrow? So she can give him a piece of my mind.
Going to church.
I like being in
church. I've been to church. Church is fine. It's
good,
fine. Isn't it?
It's quite, yeah.
It's full of people, and they like one thing.
But what they
like in that thing is not people who are from the outside.
Well, things are getting serious now. You know, she's going to meet the parents. She's going to go to church. Exciting. Well, Deacon, meanwhile, is we don't really know who he's with. Some old friends, definitely. They're musicians. They want him to come on tour. Now, they're going to give him a 2-year contract.
Cool. They seem really cool.
They do.
Like, I would imagine they, on a regular night, would be downing lots and lots of shots, laughing, drinking, smoking, maybe even one of them tying their arm up and doing a bit of a squeeze of the old heroin juice. They seem like those kind of cool people. I bet they're like the kings of Rebellion.
Well, probably over a year ago they were, but now they're a sober band. That's why they want Deacon on tour, because we want another sober person. They've all got their little chips. One's got 6 months, one's got a year. Yeah.
What does yours say?
What does mine say?
Yes.
Walkers. Because over in England, even though we're not in England, we're in Nashville. Chips are potato chips.
I don't get the Walkers thing because we're in
Lay's.
Oh, right, you're talking like a potato chip. That's your joke.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
So, well, you know, they're asking Deacon, what's keeping you tied down here in Nashville?
What is keeping it tied down there in Nashville? That is a good question. Deacon, who could just go off and make a lot of money, go on the road and hang out with some friends, soberly have a good time.
Yeah.
I think he should do that.
He probably won't.
I think they could enjoy that.
Tied down, surely.
You know, they could have sex, no drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah.
I just coined that. That'd be funny. I just coined that.
Well, now we're at Scarlett's or Deacon's. And
it's Deacon's because Scarlett's got a place with Avery.
Yeah. Well.
Very much so. They have a nice place.
Gunnar calls Scarlett Ring of Fire O'Connor after last week's murder. It was worth talking about. Did you
call it in?
It's very good, apparently, says Gunnar. Did I what?
Did you call it in? The murder?
Yes. Good. I said there's been a murder.
Where is it? It's a murder.
Haley, Gunnar's girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yoga girl.
Yogurt girl. Sorry, yogurt girl.
Haley.
Knows about a band who's looking for a lead singer.
Oh, is it the Rebel Kings?
No.
What if it's the Avery Jessup band? What if they're looking for a lead singer because Avery Jessup's left them?
Imagine.
They have to perform their own music without Avery Jessup. Like he's gone off to do a solo thing or something, or got a new band. That'd be ridiculous, though.
Well,
you're right. That'd be ridiculous.
She's given Scarlett the contact details and said, you know, send them in your music, and it doesn't hurt to give them a call. You never know. You could be.
Is this before or after Scarlett's just sat there and sung a song? Well, Gunner's played.
No, Gunner's not played. No.
What's the one where she's just singing this nice little slow song to herself?
Yeah, that's a little later because she's just been told about the.
Sorry, I thought that was pretty quick.
No. It is quite a quick episode, this, wasn't it? I was quite surprised when we got to the end already. Now we're back with Avery. For the first time, we're back with Avery since last week. That's what I meant to say. He's singing "Peace in the Valley," which is quite a nice song, isn't it? He's not very country though. I don't get much of a country vibe from him, do you?
It's folk.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is what I like.
All right, but it's rock folk, and I like more folky folk, like Llewyn Davis kind of stuff.
I like Llewyn Davis stuff. I like quiet singer-songwritery stuff myself. I'm that kind of person.
Well, he's singing Peace in the Valley for Domino Wells. They want to dirty up the vocals. He's asking Avery to come to Atlanta and talk it over. And so Avery's going to drive. But, well, why drive when Domino has got his own plane? He's recession-proof, he says.
He is recession-proof, which is good because he's got 2 more coming.
Yeah, I wonder if he's
currently
pandemic-proof.
I was going to say, is he pandemic-proof?
Yeah. I don't know. The arts has taken a hit, so I can see it hitting him bad. Yeah.
How bad?
Very bad. Like that plane's gone, for starters.
Where's that plane gone? Oh no.
Up in flames.
Oh, okay, fine. It's going to be a little bit dramatic, right?
Yeah,
Is it going to be up in flames?
It's mid-season.
What are we talking? Is it going to be up in flames in Nashville, or do you reckon it's going to be up in flames, I don't know, in Oslo Airport?
Oh, no, in midair.
Oh, midair, so not in Oslo Airport in order to create some sort of distraction so that, I don't know, someone who may have been inverted might go ahead and break in, gain access to requirements that might stop, I don't know, a World War III that has already happened.
I don't know what you're on
Just
about.
saying. Look, I've got one word for you, Johnny.
I can't hear your dialogue.
Nashville.
What?
I got one word for you, Johnny. Nashville. Welcome to the after show.
Well, hey, now we are.
I remember more of that film than I ever thought I did. I'm surprised.
Now we're with Scarlett and Gunnar, and they're singing When the Right One Comes Along. They're writing it, and they're singing it. Scarlett's singing it. Gunner's playing along. But she stops midway through the song, and it's the 3rd time she's done it. So something's wrong. So Gunnar sets his guitar aside, sits down again, and he says, tell Uncle Gunnar what's going on. And Scarlett says, well, Haley told me about this band. And she's worried about that. Is she going to go for it or not? And Gunnar kind of keeps his cards close to his chest. He doesn't really react very much.
Yeah, he's learned to be a little bit more coy than last week when he was a wanker.
Well, just wait. Well, now Raina has turned up at Coleman's HQ.
She's having a good day.
Yeah, she's not there to volunteer.
No, she's storming the castle. Coleman's castle.
She's saying, "What the fuck's going on?"
She doesn't
explain
swear.
Herself, please.
No one swears.
I think she swans in. She goes, "Oi, cunt! Oi, oi!"
You what, mate? Coleman, having a laugh.
You having a giraffe?
Yeah.
Well, Coleman is just playing the same games that Teddy and
Peggy.
Daddy. Teddy and Daddy.
I like
started.
Peggy. I don't like Dad.
He brings out the pictures for Raina. He says, "Just look at them." And he says, "If that's not an affair, then what is it?" And
what is it?
Well, what is it? What does Raina say? You seem to like this part.
What is it? He says, "What is it?"
It's a book by Stephen King. It's none of your damn business, is what she says.
She swears. She swears. Yep. She says, "It's none of your damn business."
You can't.
And he does. And I'll tell you something, Coleman's not blocking rivers. So if you think it's the other dam, no, it's a curse word, damn. It's like damn it, damn. That's what she means.
Yeah.
Raina's all hellfire in the world of Jesus around Nashville.
Yeah, it looks like Raina needs to go to church, not Juliet.
Hold on a second, I'm getting my phone out because I've got to call Hosier because I need to take Raina to church.
Well, now we've got the title, so we're in Nashville. So I don't know how you guessed it.
Title.
Yeah.
Bloody
That's when we hit
hell.
the title.
And that's the end of the episode. It's a really late title.
Well, now Juliet's turned up to church. She's got a fancy car. She just parks it right outside the church, which is...
Okay, now here, she gets out the car.
Yeah.
She's fiddling with her dress. Does she have a wedgie?
Maybe.
Because she seems to be fiddling with the dress in a way that I feel like she's got a wedgie or something going on.
Or maybe she's given herself a wedgie. That's how...
Maybe she's just... That's how she gets through church, is giving her a distraction from God.
That's what makes her comfortable. She's
When
nervous.
when I went to my last funeral, I was going through the cast list of Watchmen to stop myself from crying. So it's just the same kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
By the way, Jackie O'Haley got stuck on that name for 40 minutes. Really helped.
Well, she's turned up to church, and she comes in to church and meets Sean and his parents for the first time. But before she gets the chance to properly say hello to them, Sean's sister Dana just like barges through the parents and is completely obsessed with Juliet. She's excited, and she's saying, "Now I love those pink cowboy boots you wore in your music video. How about you come and sing in our choir today?" So Juliet, well, your parents say, "Well, she's not come here to work, that's her job." But Juliet says, "I think we can find something we both know." So looks like Juliet's going to have a little performance in church.
Say telescope. Bluebird.
We're now
Party
back
in the USA. Is that you?
Now we're back with Raina. She's with Tandy. She's asking Tandy, her sister.
The last man on earth, Tandy.
Yes. She's asking Tandy if the affair is a thing, if it's actually an affair. Tandy
She literally she does ask if he's having an affair.
Yeah.
That's straight to the bone.
Yeah.
Straight to the boning.
She's sick of being, I think at this point she realizes she's been kept in
Raina
the dark.
has been so kept out of the loop of the entire family, it seems.
Yeah.
Which is weird because Raina's more family than Teddy.
Yeah. But she trusts her sister, and her sister says there's nothing going on.
By the way, for those keeping track from if you listen to the commentary episode of Are You Movie Mad, Owen Mason's poked me now 6 times in a row. Just a heads up.
Well, see, I've paused it for a while because I'm recording.
I know, it's annoying. I'm waiting to poke it back.
Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, so she's asked Tandy if the affair is real. Tandy said there's nothing going on, and anyway, who is going to cheat with their sister-in-law around?
Yeah.
And remember what she said about Teddy. And Raina says, "Oh, you said that Teddy was the opposite of Deacon and Daddy," which
Lamar
is confusing. Why was she dating Daddy? But no, Tandy said she was that Teddy was gonna be a good husband because Tandy and Teddy sound alike. So means they're both good people. I think that's how she came to that conclusion. Tandy, Teddy, they sound alike. So yeah.
Do not like.
Well, Tandy says we're gonna settle all of this, but who's we? Who does she mean by we? I wonder.
Who's Peggy?
Well, speaking of Peggy, she's turned up to Teddy's headquarters, and she's in bits.
Okay.
She needs Teddy's help. She's worried about her husband, but Teddy just gets in his car. He says, "I can't do this," and drives off. And now we're back at church.
Oh.
And Juliet is singing "For Your Glory," which is a nice little song, don't you think?
I do not like it.
No? Why not?
Don't like that kind of music.
Too preachy.
Yep.
Because it's at a church. I quite enjoyed it.
It literally is. It's the kind of music I really don't like.
Oh, see, when we were watching this, I did say, I kind of wish I'd gone to a church in America. Even though I'm not religious or anything, but I don't know. I'm spiritual. I'm not spiritual.
I'm quite ephemeral and spiritual, but I do not agree with religion and the rules of his and glory and words like that have been weighted and signalled. Don't like that.
I still like the song, though. Can't say it's a bad song.
I don't enjoy the song.
Fair enough. Well, now Scarlett is on her porch playing with her little banjo. Not a little banjo, it's quite a big banjo, actually. And Avery's turned up and he's got a bottle of champagne with him. Record deal champagne is what Scarlett calls it. She says, "Why have you got your record deal champagne with you?" And he says, "Well, Domino Wells wants to record my songs, and we're flying to Atlanta in the morning." He says, "We should have opened this bottle when you got your deal." So he hands it over to her, and they have a nice little moment. They seem to have like sort of made up, but they're not getting back together, which is quite nice. And she wishes him good luck in Atlanta. Didn't you like that? Wasn't that sweet? No, you still want them to get back together, don't you? Yeah. Okay, moving on. Well, church is over. Juliet sang her gorgeous song. And they're out. Well, they're just like sort of outside the main church bit, and they're chatting. And Juliet says, "Well, what are you guys up to now? What are you guys up to tonight?" And they said, "Oh, we're gonna watch some film," is how Sean puts it.
Right.
We're gonna watch some film, so not a movie.
Film,
so
a piece of
film,
if you will.
And they're gonna have Sunday roast because whenever the quarterback's in town, Mum always makes Sunday roast.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's not Sunday.
Yeah. Well, there's a tiny little awkward silence, and the mum
Can I come too?
Well, Juliet doesn't even ask. The mum
says,
"That's
a Simpsons reference, my friend."
Oh, right, sorry. Juliet asks. Well, Juliet is asked by Mum if she'd like to come over for dinner, and Juliet says, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." And Juliet gives her a big hug, and I think that was a yes. So she's getting to know the family, and they're inviting her out. You know, they're inviting her to join them. Meanwhile, well, now we're back in Lamar's. Sorry, not Lamar. Who am I thinking?
No, Lamar. Correct, Lamar. Lamar.
No,
that's the way you call
Daddy's office. We're back in Daddy's office. They are in a bit of crisis mode. You know, this picture could leak at any moment. Most he can do is leak them to the media sites and blogs, but that's all he needs to do, and the job's done, really. And Raina crashes in, and she's done. She's fed up, and this meeting was all about her family. She's got to deal with it because her children are going to have to deal with it. So she's in now. She's part of this group, and then just like that, pictures get released. They get leaked on what website?
I believe you'll find it wasn't a website. It was actually a part of Korea.
All right.
It's the Demilitarized Zone, DMZ.
The DMZ.
The DMZ is what we're referring to. Their fake TMZ. They literally have DMZ. This is where we're at.
Well, it looks like.
I know it's Z. I know it's Z, but we're calling it Z for this because that's what the Americans do, and we're in Nashville, so we treat ourselves like Americans.
Well, yeehaw. Haley's in their little cafe, and Gunnar pops by to see her. Haley, yogurt girl.
In a cafe. What is she drinking?
She's
drinking a nice hot cup of.
Oh, she's eating red velvet cake.
Covered in.
I don't know.
I would assume instead of cream, she got some yogurt.
Oh, yogurt! Jesus.
That's a one defining trait.
Didn't see that coming.
It's
probiotics. I did not see that coming. Well, Gunner's turned up, and she's like, "Hey, you should have a taste of this red velvet cake. It's really nice." And he's like, "Oh, wait, no." He's goes straight into it. Why are you telling Scarlett about this band and telling her to sign up to other bands and audition and Haley's like, I don't understand the problem. Bands play at night, and she can write during the day.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, Gunnar thinks Haley's trying to separate.
Oh, Gunnar.
Yeah, Gunnar thinks Haley's trying to separate them, Scarlett and Gunnar.
I don't think Gunnar understands what people were doing because Gunnar is so obsessed with being an absolute wanker.
You really don't like Gunnar, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, Haley finally comes out and says, "Do you not think I saw last night the way you were with her? When she was singing Ring of Fire, and then she was hooking up with a guy, and you came over and broke it up, And he was like, "Oh, I was protecting her." She says, "No, you weren't. You were staking the claim."
Ugh.
And he says, "Oh, so you're jealous. That's what it is. You're jealous." She says, "Well, I prefer if my boyfriend were more interested in me." And in my notes here, I've put, well, they break up. And in my notes, I've put, "No more yogurt sex. It's over."
I mean, for Gunnar, it's over.
It is, yeah.
Haley, are you kidding me? She has got decades of yogurt sex on her horizon. She don't worry.
Yeah, fair enough. Who do you want her to have yogurt sex with next?
Deacon.
Deacon. Oh no!
Could you imagine?
You don't want Deacon falling off the yogurt wagon.
No. You know his swimming pool?
Right.
You know that swimming pool, the guitar swimming pool?
Yeah.
Right, fill that.
Oh my God.
Fill that a guitar-shaped yogurt pool.
Can you walk over it like custard?
No. Oh. No, but you know the scene in Showgirls? With Carl McLachlan and Thingamajiggy. Well, they get Thingamajiggy in the pool and she starts, dolphining it up and bends her back around like nobody's business. That, but with yogurt.
I'd watch that.
And of course, on the sidelines, we'll bring in Ryan Stiles. We'll have to drive me. He's Afraid of Flying and Colin Mockery, and they'll tell them some greatest hits. So they'll have to perform in the pool.
Well, hey, guess where we are now?
Points. We give everyone 50 points.
We're at the Bluebird.
They don't matter. Where are we?
We're at the Bluebird.
Hey.
Yay! Oh wait, no, sorry. I'm sorry. We've gone forward a bit. First, we are.
Wait, what? Hold on a second. Where are we?
Wait. Now, first we're at dinner with the Sean family.
Johnny.
I can't remember the surname. Yes, he.
Johnny. I'm gonna quote one of the greatest songs of all time because you lied to me.
Well, Juliet's turned up for dinner. She's got yellow flowers for Mum.
But you did. But you did.
And she's got a bag with cowboy boots for Dana.
Yeah. Regular coloured.
Pink cowboy boots.
Like. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means when you got pink cowboy boots?
What?
That means you're gonna get this party started right now.
Well, Mum says, "Oh, we can't accept these. These surely they cost loads."
Yeah, of course.
And Juliet says, "Oh no, please, I insist. I never had a sister, so this is fun for me," which is just adorable, isn't it? Like she's really trying to integrate herself into this family, and it's like, oh, you go, Juliet.
You go, girl. Even though I don't think this family's good because they're all like get married for fucking.
Well, now we're at the Bluebird. Scarlett is setting up. Another day, another dollar, she says. And Gunner's turned up. And she says, "Oh, you're still wondering about this band." And he says, "Yeah, I doubt obvious." And she says, "Well, I doubt anything's going to happen." And he says, "All they need to do is hear you sing." And he gets closer to her. And he says, "When you were singing in the bar, I couldn't take my eyes off you." And he gets closer to her. And he says, "You're amazing, and you need someone you deserve someone to tell you that every day." And then he gets closer. And then he kisses her.
His name's Johnny Ellis, he says.
And he kisses her.
No. Turn it off.
Well, she backs away. She says, "What are you doing? You've got a girlfriend." And he says, No, I don't anymore. He's been wanting to do that since the day you met her. But someone walks in and ruins the moment. They can't talk about it. Who is it?
Hi, everybody. Oh, you're having a really romantic moment. I'm going to ruin it.
Can't believe we brought him into this fucking podcast. This is my safe space.
I've been on a radiator for 3 years.
The radiator's in London where we do a movie
podcast. I flew away. If Jamie Foxx gets me in Spider-Man 3, I can be on a podcast.
Fly away again, please. Okay.
Please
no. Well, Raina has turned up at Peggy's home to talk to Peggy.
Oh, that's good. So Peggy's lovely, great place where everything's perfect, nothing bad goes wrong.
Well, there's a big crowd outside Peggy's home. And
cool.
Police car.
They were waiting to hear her. She's going to get up on the balcony and sing "Don't Cry for Me," Nashville.
There's a police car and an ambulance. And it turns out Peggy has overdosed on some pills. And she's being wheeled
What kind
out
of
into
pills?
the ambulance.
Ah,
Painkillers, was it? Did they say?
painkillers.
Did they say?
No, I'm asking you what you assume the pills she might be on are.
Yeah, I'd say painkillers. She's
You
trying
say
to take
painkillers.
the pain away.
Well, you know how you take the pain away. I've learned this from a friend of mine. It turns out you fuck the pain away. Fuck
Can
the
we
pain
not have
away.
any bad language? I've not said anything
Fuck
bad
the pain
this
away.
episode, so
Fuck
honestly.
the pain away.
Yeah. So Peggy's out. She can't talk.
She's undone.
Yeah.
That is one sketch that can't be undid. Home Skillet, I believe. So.
Raina comes back home and tells Teddy, and she says to him, "What happened?"
Again. What happened though? That's true.
She says, "What happened? You had an affair with her, didn't you?" Teddy says, "No, he didn't," and he finally admits the whole thing about Cumberland.
Yeah.
She's not too happy. Well, yeah, he says he starts explaining everything to her. Meanwhile, we're back at the Bluebird. Gunnar is up on stage. Scarlett stays behind.
What backstage?
Stays back. No, she's at the reception area.
Oh, so she's chilling.
Cool reception. Yeah.
It's the reception because that's where you can actually get the Wi-Fi working.
Yeah. Well, Gunnar goes on and sings "When the Right Long Comes Along," which is the song they were writing earlier. Scarlett goes back to waitressing, and we get like a sort of montage kind of thing. So we flip to Raina is at home, sat alone in a room. Back at the Bluebird, Gunner's still singing.
Still, after one cut away, still singing.
Yeah, I know. Then we cut to Juliet is at dinner, saying prayers with the Sean family. Raina is still alone in her room. Scarlett has got her back to Gunner at the Bluebird. Yeah. She's not looking at him while he's singing. He's still singing along.
We should note they've had their back to us the entire episode we've recorded this.
Yep. It's a bit rude, really. Teddy has walked in to Raina's room and he's trying to comfort her, putting his arm around her. Juliet is back at dinner laughing, and
it's funny. It is funny.
And Scarlett is at the bar looking at Gunnar and clapping after the song.
Oh, so you've just gone through the entirety.
Yep.
Of Scarlett's slow turnaround.
Yeah.
This is exciting podcasting here, describing shots from an episode of television.
My notes are nothing if not detailed.
Except
for moments we'll never forget. No geography this week, which I was kind of disappointed by.
Yeah, we know it's in Nashville now. We've got used to that part.
Yeah.
And it's the Batman building. That's not the Live building in Liverpool, where they're shooting the Batman currently.
Well, we're back at Raina's again, and Teddy's asking.
Oh, you mean James Mansion?
Teddy's trying to get Raina to say something.
Right.
What Raina says is, "You stole money from a bank," which we.
And I don't think that's what they want her to say in public.
Yeah.
That's like the inverse of things she should be saying in public.
And you bribed an auditor.
Oh, definitely don't bring that one up. Especially now you're number one on the charts or whatever.
And she says these are crimes. She's not number one on the charts. We'll find that out in a second.
No, I'm assuming they've just released the song and it's done really well because it's a good song. Wait, they're crimes.
These are crimes, yeah.
Okay,
stealing money from
bad things too.
Bribing an auditor.
You see, I just assumed that was just morally, ethically inaccurate and
well,
done. They're literally legals.
Well, Raina trusted Teddy.
Yeah,
Teddy says you still can, but Raina doesn't think so. And now we're at Juliet's. No, we're not. We're at dinner with Juliet. Sorry. She's cleaning up. She's washing dishes, and the mum says, "You don't have to do that." And she says, "Oh, it's, least I can do. Thank you so much for having me." And the mum says, "Well, you didn't give us much choice, bitch."
Wow.
I know. What a turn!
Wow.
They were being polite enough, but
Yeah.
turns out they've worked hard to build Sean's brand, and they won't see it tarnished because he got tangled up repairing Juliet's brand. And Juliet tries to tell her, I genuinely care about your son.
Sure.
To which Mum says, well, this family, don't hold your breath, sweetie. And she's just so sad. She was happy.
She was like Pharrell. She was clapping her hands.
She was opening herself up to the idea of having a family.
She felt like a room without a roof. She went to church and she thought this happiness was the truth.
Well, Raina stormed back into Tandy's office now. And she says, I've just been told all about Cumberland. And Tandy says, well, it just happened. I'm so sorry. To which Raina says, it didn't just happen. Y'all made this happen. My husband's a thief. And you're just like, who's she just like? Who's Tandy just like? I'll give you a clue. It ends with a D as well.
Everything I know ends with a D. So you're thinking it's Lamar the dad?
Tandy is just like Daddy.
Oh, when you meant D, you meant DY, as in the sound.
Yeah, DY.
Okay, I don't understand because his name is Lamar, the dad.
Well, now we're back at Juliet's, and Deacon's turned up. Juliet's song is number 15 on the charts, not number 1, number 15. Not too bad though, still. And we don't know what charts it is. Maybe that's just the all-around charts, not just the country charts, which is good. Well, Juliet wants to write again with Deacon, and Deacon says, "Yeah, sure, but I might be out of action for a while." Because the Revel Kings, that was the band at the beginning of the episode with Deacon.
The sober band, the Revel Kings.
The Revel Kings have asked him to go on tour.
Yeah.
But that's not why he's seeing Juliet. Juliet's excited for him. That's not why.
Juliet, because why wouldn't you want to see Juliet? She's cool.
He's got a letter for Juliet.
She knows how to buy correct nail polish etiquette.
Well, fucking hell. He's got a letter for Juliet, and it's from.
Well, look, you're angry now, but in season 3, when I'm still bringing it up, the commitment to the bit will be so astonished. You'll have to stand and clap.
Yeah,
and then congratulate me after you've finished.
You'll have to bring this up for the final ever episode. See if you remember that far down the line. See if you can make that last moment, the last thing you mention.
It's muscle memory when it comes to me and how to put nail polish in baskets.
Well, he's got a letter from Jolene.
Jolene?
Juliet doesn't want it. She's done with that. She said she had to eat dry pancake mix when she was younger. Her first kiss was from one of her mum's creepy boyfriends. She knows how important family is because she never had one. How heartbreaking is that?
What happened to Juliet when it came? Did you mention why she couldn't enjoy pancakes?
Yeah, I said she had to eat dry pancake mix.
Yeah, why?
Because her mum spent all the money on drugs and whatnot.
Because her mum snorted all her money up her nose.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get that.
No, that's not basically. That's what she says.
Yeah.
Thus.
The big nostrils. Those quarters aren't small.
Unmixed and they were dry.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, very particular reason.
But isn't that heartbreaking that Juliet knows how important family is because she never had one, and she was so happy with Sean's family, and she was trying. She could see herself with
best to feel like she could be somewhere, that she was worth a damn, that she belonged in a place, that she felt like she could be around other people who were willing to accept her and enter her and welcome her and be her as she is and as they are. Unit.
And I think she's
family.
I think she's mad about what happened at the dinner, and she's taking it out on Deacon here.
Now, there is one way to have a family, of course.
Right.
You know how to have a family, don't you?
Marriage.
That's temporary.
Right, how do you have a family?
Right.
Practice.
If you find that there is some sort of evil person in the world who is intent on causing damage or harm or danger to the greater community, and you find that they are being tracked and traced and hunted by a group of international race car drivers slash
Oh my
crime
god.
geniuses
Jesus
slash
Christ.
hackers, you join their team, find out how to help them, being best with them, being good friends with them, and eventually when they complete, you get to go to a upstairs rooftop New York style or backyard Los Angeles style barbecue with Corona and
Wow.
corn on the Dominic Toretto and Dom Cobb. And you become part of their family, and with their family it's forever. That's how you
Oh
become
my
part of
god.
that.
Okay.
That explanation was both fast and furious, I think you'll find.
It wasn't very fast, but okay.
It feels like I do, at
It
least.
made me furious. So, well,
Who goes out on a Tuesday night? Cover band is too loud.
Juliet says to Deacon, if you spent less time meddling and more time fixing your own problems, you'd see how much of a fool you are for even having to think about that tour with the
Yeah,
Revel Kings.
sure.
And she kicks him out the house.
I don't like this at all. I like the idea of them two getting smashed and smashing each other.
Well,
If you know
meanwhile,
what I mean. By that I mean sex.
We're back with Gunnar. He's writing.
Yeah.
Scarlett comes in and she wants to talk about stuff you can't take back, even if you want to. But he doesn't want to take anything back. He says he doesn't regret kissing her. Well, Scarlett says, well, here's
Do you know
the
who
thing.
does regret kissing her?
Who?
The rest of us were to watch it.
Well, Scarlett says, here's the thing. Our deals with the record label are separate. So we should maybe take a break from writing together. Gunnar's not happy. He says, good luck with your band, and storms off. Avery, meanwhile, is up in the air.
Yeah.
He's on a private jet with
He's
Dominic
on
Domino.
He's on a recession-proof plane.
A recession-proof plane, yes.
That plane, you get in there, your money's fine. That's how good it is.
He's having fancy
Just
wine.
don't fly to Oslo.
And Domino tells Avery, I am serious about working with you, but I'm serious about working with just you.
Avery Jessup.
He can build him up, and Avery can pick another set of guys. Avery doesn't seem too happy about that. He wants to get up and go back to Dominic because Dominic's gone back to a seat already. Yeah. He wants to get up and go and speak to him and say, no, but I've been with my guys since I was in school,
Yeah, he's looking back.
But he's told, don't kill your career before it starts.
Sure.
So
don't look back, look to the future.
He's doing all the wrong choices. Well, right choices for his career.
He's got a bad manager.
Yeah.
Let's face it. He's had a bad manager since he got a manager.
Yeah.
Because it cut off the fact that Avery and Scooter were forever.
I hate when you say that word. Forever. No, Scooter. Don't say Scooter. Well, Raina is in. I don't know if it's her garden or if it's a park. I think it's her garden. And Deacon has popped by to make sure she's okay because he's seen the news and stuff.
Yeah.
And Raina says, well, yeah, it's a bit complicated, which is the last thing Deacon ever thought Teddy was. Complicated. Hey. And he tells Raina about the Rebel Kings deal. She seems excited for him as well. The girls think that Teddy makes the world go round, but they wouldn't have a world without you, he says to Raina. Which is quite sweet. Yeah. Well, speaking of Teddy, he's having a press conference. He's trying to explain himself, saying, the overdose that Peggy had was because the media was chasing her. There's nothing going on. There's no affair going on. Raina turns up and comes up to the podium, gives Teddy a little hug,
and then turns around and says everything he did was illegal. Yeah?
Not quite.
Surely.
She says, well, I've been married to Teddy for 12 years, and I believe in his love for me, and I believe in his love for our children.
Okay.
And she's not going to say any more on the matter.
Oh.
And she walks off. She hugs Teddy again, and he says to her, "Thank you for doing this."
Yeah,
she did it. She did it for their. Well, she did it for their daughters.
It's good for that Raina did it for Ted.
Yeah, for the daughters. Didn't do it for Teddy.
Not for Teddy.
No.
Not for Lamar the dad.
No, Daddy.
No, Lamar the dad. By the way, if you're spelling that at home, that is THA.
Gunnar and Scarlett have a meeting with Jeannie, and they find out that Jeannie asks how the writing's going. Gunnar says it's going great.
What? Because I'm pretty sure that Scooter was.
Gunnar says it's going great though.
But Gunner's a wanker and Scooter's cool.
Yeah. Scarlett, please, for God's sake. Need to fix that, but for now, here's the news. An offer has been made for Fade Into You to be put on hold, which is good.
When you say that, it makes me assume that when you say it's been put on hold, I just assume, like, don't work on that. We don't want to work with you anymore. Whenever I hear someone gets put on hold, that's what the terminology is.
Yeah.
So in music, it means what they want to hold it so they can use it themselves.
Yeah.
Right. But it sounds more. We want to catalogue this. Put it in our vast library or song. That makes much more sense.
Well, they have a little celebration with a bottle of champagne.
What champagne?
Yeah.
After a successful recording of a live performance that will go number 15 in the charts. That kind of champagne.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. At 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 8 o'clock. Probably 9.
You know what? Best business deals are like 8:30 in the morning, so best to get out, have a nice glass of champagne before you even have breakfast.
Exactly.
And stroll down to Hayley's
champagne
and have yogurt. Have her yogurt. Just have all of her yogurt as like a vengeance eat.
Well, we're back with the Rebel Kings now. We know who they are now.
We knew they were the Rebel Kings. We all spoiler alert, but we always do. Johnny and I, we've seen them perform at the Bluebird a bunch of times.
Oh yeah. Well, they're asking Deacon what his decision is, and Deacon says, "Well, if I don't leave now, I'm never gonna leave. So let's do it." He's going
to leave Nashville.
Yep.
It's the end of Chippy Eston on the show.
He's going to go on tour for 2 years, apparently. So here's to sex, no drugs, and rock and roll.
Like I coined earlier, they used that, did they? The words I coined.
The words you coined. What words did you coin?
Sex, no drugs, and rock and roll. That's the terminology I used earlier.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's nice that they took that for heart.
You should have copyrighted it, really.
I don't really. I see the things I say as more for people than to make money off of people. I see that vernacular should be created and considered over.
I'm going to put that phrase on hold.
Good. That means we're going to make money off of it.
Raina has.
Let's open the champers.
Well, Raina's meeting with Marshall Evans from Edge Hill Records.
I know Marshall Mathers. Is he any relation?
No.
Okay. That makes sense.
He's very pleased with the single performance on the charts. Performance International sees a mutually beneficial opportunity sitting right in front of them, which the label supports. An arena tour. 50-50 split.
And they'll go. So they're going to go a tour and see a bunch of arenas.
No.
That's the premise, right?
It's an arena tour with Juliet.
Yes. Okay, so Raina and Juliet, are they filming this? They're going to go to different arenas and then as like a YouTube channel tour.
No, they're going to perform.
Oh. Okay, so they're going to perform at these. Yep. Are they also going to tour the venues so they can experience their history?
Maybe.
And talk to the people who work there and kind of get like a non-fiction Netflix series going about tour arenas?
Well,
they could just call it arena tour, so that'd be great.
It's going to be a 50-50 split.
And they're going to alternate. Half it's Seth Rogen, half it's Joseph Gordon. That's it.
They're gonna alternate who closes each show. And it could be beneficial to both careers.
Oh, it's like Danny Boyle's Frankenstein.
Yes, pretty much.
Interesting.
And Raina's not saying no. So,
it feels like if she says that, she has said the word no at some point by saying not saying.
True.
And also, if you say
no,
the word
no,
not has
is it
no.
not? Yeah. What? But
Yeah.
I wonder what Juliet's gonna say. Juliet's got.
I believe
got
she's
enough
more
on
of the Justin Bieber generation, so she'll never say never.
I'll tell you what Juliet's gonna say because we find out what Juliet says.
I'll tell you
right
what
now.
Juliet's going to say. Oh, if you tell me Juliet what Juliet's going to say, she's gonna.
Well, she's gonna sit down with Sean and ask him to marry her.
Ah,
What? And that's the end of the mid-season finale.
Sean is the boring Christian boy, right?
Yeah.
When she had Deacon in her pocket.
She did have Deacon in her pocket, yeah. But Deacon's got the Revel Kings. So. Yeah. Well, she didn't really have Deacon in her pocket because Deacon was kind of avoiding. I feel like he was avoiding having a full-on relationship with her. But yeah, it looks like Juliet is.
I felt like they were great at writing songs together. I'm winking very effectively right now. You can see that you're here with me, Johnny, but the other people who aren't here. And I see someone over there who I'm winking at. I shouldn't really have winked at him because I'm winking back.
Oh God. Well, Juliet looks set. Juliet looks set to get married.
Now, can I just say something?
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast the other day from 2014 or early 2015, and they spent 20 minutes discussing what had just happened on an episode of Nashville then. So I had to skip over it quickly when I realised that. But I did hear some juicy gossip. So I do have an awareness of Juliet's future, and I'm not happy.
Right, yeah.
I'm not happy.
Well, I don't know why they decided to make her an alien, but it does work. That's what you meant, right? The big season 6 plotline?
No, this was because this was season 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, why would you say this? Why are you doing that?
I got mixed. Ignore what I said. It's fine. She's not an alien.
But I just don't understand why that's the one you go to. If anything, you stick with something that happens in the next half season and hope. You're just
sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, why?
They do hint at it at the end of season 1. She has like lizard eyes flash up. But
then at one point she looks and she says, "Wow, you look like a man who's fallen to earth." Wink, wink. And it's David Bowie. Like, why am I in here?
So
where am I?
We're halfway through the season.
I've got something to do.
We're halfway through season 1 now.
Halfway exactly. We're at the exact halfway point.
Not exactly halfway.
But you would say we've only got 8 more episodes to go.
No, but we're at the mid-season finale.
We're mid-season. This is how we lead into what would be Christmas time.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving, I'm guessing they gave up because maybe they had, I don't know, American football to show.
Maybe.
On ABC. I don't know.
But how are you feeling? Are you enjoying it?
This was a bit of a slower one for me. I felt like it was too much focus on characters doing things I didn't care about.
Right, but it was slow, but also quick. I felt like when we were talking earlier, and you were like, "Oh, did we already get to the?"
I meant the one where Scarlett was singing a song.
Right. You thought that was before the title.
That's what. I thought it was before the title because I thought it was pretty early on in the episode because it was a song I was really liking because her voice was so nice and comfortable.
It really is, isn't it?
But it's like a songbird. Not. She can't do Johnny Cash.
She can't.
Because that's got to be down there. But she's got such a particular pitch of voice, which is very comfortable on quiet, stripped down performance.
I'll tell you what she can do, though. She can be the June Carter to my Johnny Cash any day.
That's Johnny Ellis. Thirsty on mate.
Well, until next week, I suppose. But where can we find you?
Oh, yeah. We can find me. I'm going to take a mid-season break and put my feet up on the Bluebird. And Ethan Runt on Twitter, I'm going to be hanging out there saying, yeah, we're closed. If you know Paul Giamatti, please bring him home.
Yes, please, for the love of God. You can find me at movie_mad. Constantly writing notes on Nashville and looking up geography of Nashville.
What else are you looking
at? Bluebird Pod is our Instagram.
That'd be a good thing to look up.
Facebook.com/Bluebird Pod is our Facebook.
We are also Bluebird_pod on Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm still not about
that. Bluebird Pod at Hotmail?
At hotmail.com. Yep.
Oh, easy. Easy to remember. We keep it simple.
And don't forget, we still have Are You Moving Mad every Wednesday. We have an extra bonus episode this past Monday, just gone.
Because it was your birthday, big boy.
It was indeed. We watched
You'll be too old to work here. You watch The Social Network, which is a great film.
Yeah.
About great people.
Really is
good. Welcome in Nashville.
Yeah, so that's that. We are done with the mid-season of season 1.
We made
How
it through
are
the
they
mid.
going to end it? Do you know how
I reckon
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. How do you reckon I think season 1's back half is going to go?
Yeah.
Well, I know there's going to be sex. I'm pretty sure there's going to be rock and roll. I can tell you there's not going to be any drugs.
Yep, no drugs.
So these are things that are definitive. I know that if anyone finds themselves lacking money, there is a private plane which is said to be recession-proof. So that's a good chance.
Right.
And I think we're going to have fireworks.
Okay.
I think there'll be an episode set on the 4th of July. We're all going to die.
Okay. That'd be good.
And I do believe Sufjan Stevens will come in.
I'm curious. Do you have any idea how season 1 ends?
Now, Connie Britton's in through a whole show, so no. Because if it's a 911, then she goes off.
Right.
She goes off on a European escapades and doesn't return until the tail end of season 3 for a big reveal. But I don't think there's going to be a train crash reveal of her appearing in season 3 of Nashville because she's still there. So, no. Unless Powers Booth suddenly was like, oh shit, I've got to film the Avengers this summer.
Maybe.
So he's got to go off for a couple episodes.
Well, we'll find out more next week, I suppose. We've got how many episodes left of season 1?
13.
13 episodes. Exciting times.
It's like we're going to take a break next week, except we're not.
We're not.
We'll be back next week.
Oh yeah,
we're never taking a break.
No, God no.
But the show did when it first broadcasts. Those are the differences.
Yeah. Until next week, I suppose.
Hold on a second. Charlie, last week, did you say it was 8 years?
Yeah, it was 8 years. A few days ago as we record.
So last week?
It popped up on my... Yeah, it popped up
did it pop up on your calendar? Because you have an annual celebration.
No, it popped up on my Facebook or something, because I'm on Nashville pages and stuff. Claire Bowen did put up a post on Instagram. But yeah, it's 8 years since the premiere episode, the pilot episode premiered.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It is, isn't it? Just like this. Happy 8th anniversary.
Happy 8th anniversary. See you next week.
See you next week.
Would you help me lift this out of the room? Oh, it's a crate.
It's a crate. Yeah. I've got a bad back.
It's full of drugs. I'm shipping it out from here.
We said anyone. Sex, no drugs, and rock and roll.
Exactly. I'm getting rid of them. Just don't tell anyone. These acts may be illegal. I haven't checked out, but I'm assuming they're more unethical.
It's a good thing we started talking about this after we finished the episode.
We've stopped recording. It's fine.
Wait, what's that red button? What? Why is it lit up?